In today's video, I'm going to show you how to disassemble the Seagate Expansion Plus external hard drive so you can use its internal drive to upgrade your PlayStation 4 from 500 gigabytes to 1 terabyte. That's doubling the storage space that you currently have. If you take this apart properly, you can still use it with your old PlayStation 4 hard drive and have a 500 gigabyte external backup drive. All you need is a pry tool. This is commonly used to repair a cell phone or a tablet of some sort. This just allows you to pry between two pieces of plastic or a sensitive surface and another surface without damaging it. And you're going to need a Phillips head screwdriver. To get this apart, the first thing you need to do is take your pry tool, and on the end, there's a piece, you just get between the two pieces of plastic and pry up. You'll start to hear clips pop, and that's all that it is. This drive is held together with mechanical retention. Mechanical retention means there are no screws holding this together. I'll show you why you need the screwdriver once I get this apart. So now that you have it pulled apart, just go on each side until it slowly starts to pop open. Just follow it around. And then once you get to where the USB 3 connector is, just take your time. It'll come apart. It's a little bit more difficult to get it apart. So it starts to pop open around there, and then you can just take the whole thing off. So now you have the top off. This is what the inside looks like. I'll flip it over so you can see it a little bit better. There is some foil tape between the drive and the USB 3 controller. You'll need to remove that tape. But first you can go ahead and remove the drive from the rest of the housing. And to do that, you pry from the opposite side of the USB 3 port. So here's the USB 3 port. I want to pry up on the bottom of the drive upward, and I'll just remove it from the housing, and then you'll pull away to where the port comes out. So here's the port here, and then there's the slot that it comes out of. Just pull away. Now that you have that out, here's the drive itself. And we're just going to peel the tape off of the drive. Remember, if you're wanting to use this external enclosure with your old PlayStation 4 hard drive, you want to be careful with these steps. You know, if you just don't care, you can rip it apart and take the drive out. But myself, I want to continue to use it. So now that we have the foil tape peeled off of the drive, we want to remove these rubber grommets on the side. They're covering screws. And the screws in the front actually hold part of the aluminum tape. So we're going to take the screw out. The screw is out, and then we're just going to peel the aluminum tape away. So see how the aluminum tape just peeled right away from that side. We're going to repeat on the other side. Sorry you can't see it too well. This is the only camera setup I have at the moment. So I'm just trying to get through until I get the new camera in. This actually peeled up away from the screw, so you may be able to do that on the other side. Now that you have the aluminum tape off, this is how it came off. It came off in one piece. It didn't tear anywhere, and that's the preferred way to take the aluminum tape off so you can reuse it. Here is the USB 3 controller, and this just pulls out of the SATA socket on the hard drive. So there's the drive. Here's the SATA controller, USB 3 controller, and you can just set that aside. You'll want to take the rest of the screws off when you go to insert this into the cage for the PlayStation 4, and because it has its own screws. So you want to take the rest of the screws off and then go through the installation process for the PlayStation 4. I'm not going to show you how to put this in your PlayStation 4. I'm going to link a video to my buddy Wicked Shrapnel on YouTube, who has a very detailed video on how to remove the old hard drive from the PlayStation 4 and how to install the new drive, and then how to install the software on the new drive. He also goes over some techniques on how to back up your data. So if you download a lot of games, you switch your drive. If you don't back your data up, then you'll have to re-download all those games, and that can take a long time. So I'll link to the video at the end of this one, and I'll also link to the video with a link in the description for this video as well. So go check him out, watch the video, make sure you subscribe to his channel. He produces a lot of great content and has a video almost every week. So this shows you how to remove the drive from the Seagate Expansion Plus external hard drive. I picked this up for about 35 bucks, and at the time of buying it, it was cheaper for me to buy the external drive than it was to buy an internal drive. So I went ahead and just bought the external drive, pulled it apart, and I'm going to use that to upgrade the PlayStation 4 from 500 gigs to 1 terabyte. That's doubling your storage space. It's a really cheap upgrade, and the fact that you can use your old PlayStation 4 drive in this enclosure once you're done, it's very easy to do. You'll have to format the PlayStation 4 drive to work on Windows or Mac, but that's very easy as well, and I can show a video of that if it's needed. So give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll have another video for you guys soon. Take care.